sisters. My name is Brother Shiloh, and once again, I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel and those of you who are tuning in. We also like to greet those who have recently subscribed due to my wife's recent bread making video. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to the channel, and if it be the Lord's will, there'll be much more for you guys to tune into. Today is my weekly reflection. I try to do this at least once a week to let the audience know, how our minds are, how everything's going, because I'm pretty sure you want to know who you are supporting. You want to know who you are watching, right? I try my very best to be an open book to those who may have questions. Please, leave a comment. We will post our email address within the description if you would like to get in contact with us. But today, I really want to talk about, growth, learning, and converting our way of thinking into the way that God has intended for us to be. Society today has its way of shaping your mind how they want to, shifting us further away from the things that God has originally intended us to be doing. And these aren't things that I have just learned by myself. It is through much study. It is through brothers holding me accountable that I'm able to change the way that I used to think into how I think now. I was a brother who was engrossed in gang activity, and engrossed in drugs, engrossed in adultery and fornication. And once I learned the scriptures, I learned how to convert my way of thinking. There is a scripture in the book of Titus, and that is Titus chapter 2, verse 6, starting at verse 6, where it says, "Young men, likewise, exhort to be sober-minded," right? "In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity," right? That pattern of good works, right? Anybody could say that they have changed, but you never want to take somebody's word for it. You have to see the pattern. You have to see that their actions match what they're saying, right? You never want to take somebody at face value what they say, because they say one thing, but they do another thing. That is called hypocrisy, and that is something that we are trying to push ourselves away from, right? So, young men, right? Verse 6, "Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded." Verse 7, "In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works," right? "In doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity," right? Verse 8, "Sound speech that cannot be condemned," meaning when you sit back and you listen to what that person's telling you, you can't say to yourself, "Nah, you know what? There's something wrong with this brother," because everything that they're saying is correct, right? "Sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part," right, "may be ashamed," right? Meaning someone who may not be walking in my lifestyle, if they hear me, they may stop to consider that what I'm saying may be true, and that they may have to change some things that they're doing, right? Change their pattern of works, change their life. This is what it's all about. Each one teaching one, right? I don't try to come before you guys to act like I am anything special, right? I was the biggest weed smoker you could have ever met in your whole life, right? That was me, right? I was a very big smoker. That was me, right? Now I'm sitting here, I'm getting my health back in order, I'm getting my family in order, and we are putting ourselves before the world because we are trying to show that pattern of good works, and we're trying to show what we're trying to do and what the Most High has put into our spirit to do, right? This is not about us trying to start a church. This is not about us trying to start a camp or an organization. This is about us trying to live the way God has intended us to live, right? From the beginning. To keep that order in the home. That's all this is about, okay? Now, I want to shift topics real quick, right? Because we spoke about the pattern of good works. We spoke about how God and his words convert the souls, right? And when I say God, I just want to make it plain and simple. Everybody uses the word God as a blanket statement, right? I believe in God, I believe in God, I believe in God. But we have to look at people's actions because everybody is not serving the same God, all right? Now, when I say I believe in God, when I say I believe in the Most High, I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's who I'm referring to. I don't know who everyone else is referring to, but that's who I'm referring to. Okay, back on topic. Coming out of a world of confusion, coming out of a world of corruption, and putting our lives back together piece by piece, we may become discouraged sometimes, and we may want to take our foot off of the pedal from doing certain things, right? I just want to say this, especially in this season, because the scripture says that in the latter times that the Most High is going to place his spirit upon his people, right? And his people will prophesy. His sons, his daughters, everyone in Israel will prophesy, right? And this is the season right now where I'm seeing brothers coming out with motivational videos, brothers coming out showing their skills in carpentry and woodwork and everything. And all of these are very important when it comes to rebuilding the nation. We are in a time period right now where the dry bones are rattling and they're coming together piece by piece, and we're trying to get it together. So now is not the time to become lazy, all right? When you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 13, it reads, the slothful man says, right, or the lazy man says, there is a lion in the way. There is a lion in the way. There is a lion in the street, right? Meaning what? The lazy man makes excuses. There is a lion in the street. I cannot go out there. The slothful man says, Proverbs, right? Again, the slothful man says, there is a lion in the way. There is a lion in the street. Like so in this nation, there are brothers making excuses about coming together, about forming unity among the other households within our community, because it's not about a church. It's not about an individual camp. It's about the fathers and the heads of these households coming together. That's what's going to build this community, right? So the slothful man says, there is a lion in the way. There's a lion in the street. They make excuses, right? My church is better than your church. My camp is better than your camp. What I'm studying is more superior to you. I have the truth. No, I have the truth. But look at us. We're still stuck in the slums. We're still stuck in the ghettos. Right? What is black culture? What is our culture? What is black culture? Sexy red? Sexy red? Is that black culture? Megan Thee Stallion, is that black culture? Young Thug, is that black culture? Is this black culture? What's this other guy's name? Jeezy, K Flocka, Young Greasy, Bajeezy, whatever. This is not culture, all right? This is toxic. That's what that is. That is debauchery, and that is the stuff that we need to tuck away from within our quote-unquote community to step forward and move forward into a brighter and better future for ourselves and our children. We need to separate ourselves from all of that madness. Just like, and look, I'm not big on politics, but I just noticed, right? During the Democratic conventions, what did they do to try to win black votes? They bring out the ghetto stuff. They bring out the debauchery. They bring out the evil and the wickedness to try to win souls over, right? That's what they tried to do, to try to win the black vote, right? Don't act like you didn't see it, because we all see it. We're moving into a new era of consciousness now, okay? Proverbs 26 and 13 says, the slothful man says, There is a line in the way. There is a line in the street, right? Making excuses not to get things done, all right? So it's up to us as the brothers and as the men in this community to come together to set the boundaries for a new future for our families, all right? For too long, we've been playing this game. For too long, we've been playing this lazy, sluggard game, and now it's time for us to stop. I'm not saying we haven't made progress, because we have made progress, but more progress needs to be made, all right? It's time for us to stop playing games. It's time for us to stop making excuses. It's time for us to become more accountable to ourselves and each other, and to try to push forward and do the best we can for our children. All right? So once again, this is Brother Shiloh from the city of Refuge, Homestead. Stay tuned, stay righteous, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. You know, like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please email us. It'll be in the description under the video. All right? Shalom.
That's the end of the video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching the City of Refuge Homestead.